Hi, I'm Beth Osborne and I work at the Carroll County Public Library. I'm a children's librarian at the North Carroll branch. So today I put together a video for you. I hope you enjoy the activities, and stay tuned after the video or after the activities. I'm going to tell you about some digital resources that we offer free on the Carroll County Public Library website. These resources are meant to reinforce the concepts that I introduced today and the activities that I do. And also, you'll most likely find other resources that your student may use and find helpful to do the schoolwork that they're working with right now. So at this point, let's start the activities. I hope you enjoy it. Family Fun Science Experiments. These activities will require some adult supervision. Please, before you begin your activities, put on some old clothes or a smock. Some of these activities may get messy and may be best done outside. Rubber gloves for handling food coloring may be a good idea. And eye protection is never a bad idea. We're working with vinegar and you don't want that flying in your eyes. And please remember, when you're handling raw eggs, wash your hands when you're finished with them. Have a good time with these experiments. The BOUNCY experiment, you need 3 jars, 3 raw eggs, white vinegar, food coloring, a spoon, and paper towel. The food coloring is optional. First, pour white vinegar into each jar. You just want to make sure that when you put your egg in, it covers the egg. Next, I think I'm going to put some food coloring in. I'm just going to put food coloring in 2 out of the 3 jars. The second jar, I'm going to put 10 drops of blue. The third jar, I'm going to put 10 drops of red. I'm just going to leave the first jar clear, but if you'd want to put food coloring in that one too, go for it. Now I'm going to stir it around. This is where you need some old clothes or an apron because food coloring can really stain. And I'm going to wipe off that blue because if I keep blue on my spoon, I may make some purple vinegar there. So I'm going to keep it red. Now I'm going to gently add the raw eggs. And you see how it does bounce at the bottom a little bit. You just don't want it to bounce too hard or it could crack your egg. And then you'd have to get a different egg that's not cracked. Okay, so once this part's finished, I have to wait 24 hours. Okay, here we are a day later, and I have my bowl and water because I want to wash off these eggs. On towels, of course. Something you may want to add are rubber gloves because that food coloring can really stain those fingers. So I'm going to pour out this egg. Now, you can also do it under the kitchen sink, but I just have a pitcher of water here to rinse it off. And it's rubbery, and look at that. The vinegar ate through that shell, and you can even see the egg yolk. Let's see if it bounces. Ooh, whoops. Look what happened. Okay, let's try this red one. Same thing. The shell is dissolved, and you can see there in one spot it dissolved a little more than everywhere else. And it bounces. Let's do the third. Let's do this blue egg. There's a little bit of shell on there left, but you can just kind of rub it off with your fingers. It's pretty messy. And let's see if this bounces. It does. And it rolls. This egg membrane is very rubbery. That vinegar really dissolved off that shell. Another activity you can do with your bouncy eggs is you can poke them with a toothpick and see what happens. I have 2 small bowls and a little glass that I can prop up my egg and a toothpick. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and don't forget the paper towels. Let's see what happens when you set your egg up and poke it with a toothpick. Ooh, there's some water that spurts out. Pretty cool. I'm gonna squeeze squeeze this and see, there's the egg white, there's the egg yolk, and look, the egg white is pink now from the red food coloring. And there's my rubbery egg membrane that's left. Let's do the blue egg now. And I'll set it on here, and I'll move it a little closer so you can see maybe a little better. Let's see what happens when I poke the top of this egg. Oh, no water. Ooh, look at that. Blue egg white came out. And where's the yolk? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. And again, it's important to wash your hands well after these raw egg activities. And look at the shell flaking off. Eggshell geodes, these are cool. You need a raw egg. You need a bowl to empty your egg out because you're going to poke that shell and empty it out, and then you're going to need to cut it in half. You might need an adult to help you with that. A glue, paintbrush, or a Q-tip works. And then you have 1 cup of hot water. You have 3/8 cup of something called alum, and then in a little container I have like a tablespoon of alum. And I put food coloring in to stir around with a spoon, and of course you need your paper towels. This one's messy too. Alright, so this part you need your dish and your raw egg, and you're going to poke a hole at the top of the egg. You're trying to get that egg yolk and egg white out. And so a grown-up may have to help you with this because you want to split the egg into almost equal pieces or close to it. And again, this raw egg, it's very important that you wash your hands as soon as you finish getting all the egg yolk out and you're finished wiping out the egg. So there are my 2 halves. Now I'm going to wipe them out a little bit. You could probably wash them too. And there they are, 2 halves of the egg. Okay, so I've washed my hands, I've wiped out my eggshells. If you do put them under water, make sure they're dry. A little bit of sticky egg yolk won't hurt the egg. So I'm putting a generous amount of Elmer's glue onto the eggshell and spreading it around with a paintbrush, or you can use like a Q-tip. Again, I'm just doing 1/2 of the egg. So you need some extra alum to sprinkle on your eggshell. My recipe, I did 3/8 cup of alum in that hot water, and then like a tablespoon of alum in my little container. You can double that if you want to do more than just the 1 eggshell. So I put the alum in, I make sure it's all over the inside of that eggshell. Now I'm bringing in this hot water. Now make sure it's still hot, and pour that 3/8 cup of alum in, or if you did the full recipe, it'd be 3/4 cup of alum into 2 cups of hot water. And I'm putting in about 15 drops of food coloring. Again, you would double that if you use the full recipe. And stir it around. Now the alum isn't going to dissolve that much, so don't worry about it being completely dissolved. And then take the eggshell that you have the alum in and push it under the water. Now my piece of tape there is kind of in the way, but I just made sure that the whole eggshell is underneath that colored water. Now you have to wait 24 hours again. Okay, a day later I have my paper towels, my rubber gloves, because I'm going to be in that food coloring, and I'm going to pull out my eggshell geode, and look at that. Isn't that cool? I have a flashlight here. I'll show you the sparkles. This was my favorite experiment. All right, the balloon inflator. So you need a balloon, of course, and a bottle, white vinegar bowl. I have a funnel so I can get that baking soda in there. And baking soda, a spoon, and of course my paper towels. And I have old clothes on. This one can get messy too. So you're going to put baking soda into the balloon. You probably only need a couple of teaspoons. I kind of overdid it a little bit, but if you're outside, it's not that big of a deal. And this one you may want some eye protection because you have vinegar. You don't want vinegar flying into your eyes. Now, the balloon opening goes over the opening of the bottle. And as you can see, I struggled a little bit getting that balloon around that bottle. But it did finally fit. So I have the vinegar in there. I have the balloon with the baking soda in it. And it's securely on. Oh my goodness, look at this reaction. Wow. And there you go. Let's try a different kind of balloon. Let's try one of those long, skinny balloons. So again, I have my funnel and I'm putting in the baking soda. I was feeling like it wasn't getting in there very well, but it actually was falling in there. So again, 2 teaspoons would probably be plenty. I'm stretching it out so it falls down in there pretty good, and I went ahead and put more in. So once you get your baking soda in, you need a bottle. Now this bottle really needs to have a skinny opening. And of course you put in your white vinegar. And again, this may be better to do outside, but here we go. We put the opening of the balloon onto the bottle. Make sure it's on there well. And let's see what happens. The baking soda dropped down in. Oh, look, it's inflating. Inflating some more. And, oh, wow. Well, I can't get enough of this one, so I thought, how about a rubber glove? Let's try that. So, same ingredients. You're doing the same thing. Putting the baking soda in. I have plenty of baking soda in there. And I put vinegar in the glass. And here we go. Look, there's something written on the glove. What's it say? Hi. Now I'm getting a little nervous. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the activities on the video. Next, learn about some free digital resources that are offered on the Carroll County Public Library website. In Hoopla, you'll find this ebook, Kitchen Science Lab for Kids by Liz Heinecke. In the Maryland Digital Library Consortium, through our Libby app, you will find the Everything Kids Science Experiments book by Tom Robinson. In this same digital resource, you'll find the easy picture book Ada Twist Scientist by Andrea Beatty, and also the ebook Stink and the World's Worst Super Stinky Sneakers by Megan McDonald. Take care, stay safe, and have a great day.